Hi, welcome back again to the object-oriented programming. For this demonstration, I will be writing a runtime polymorphism program that will show the mechanism of a function overriding. So for this demonstration, I will be using the rate per unit and the number of units to perform this function overriding. So I have base class and two derived classes just to show to you on how to write a runtime polymorphism function overriding. Okay, to start with, so since our program requires an input and output operation, so we need this library. Next is, of course, the using namespace std, okay, for the cin and the cout. Okay, let's start writing first our main method because our main method will supply the data. Okay, so for the main method, we allow our user here to enter the number of units. Okay, then cin. Okay, let's say we use units here. And of course, since we use that, we declare the data type and the variable units. Okay. Then we have our rate per unit. Sorry. Rate per unit here. Then for this part, I think we need to declare here the value of our rate is equal to 1000. Let's say 1000. So that we will be calling out that value here. That's rate. Okay. Now, since we have already the data, so we will create a function for this in our base class. This one, units and rate. Okay, we will go outside in our main method, okay, and type the class. This is the base class. The name of the class is fees, assuming that is fees, so you can remember this is the user defined class name, so you can name your class whatever you want. Okay, then we will create a function. So our function here, let's say rate per unit. Okay, and of course we need a parameter here for our rate per unit because this is a function overriding. Then since this is the value or the data, we will pass this value here in our function. So let's say integer, and we name it as u, and our rate, okay, our second parameter for our function is rate, then double r, represent a rate r. Okay, the concept of the function, whatever the first data, okay, that is the value that we're going to pass in this parameter. Okay, that's u. And for the rate is the r. Okay, so what is the function behavior is to compute the the units multiplied by the rate. Okay, then make a return, okay, to return a value. So let's create, how do we call this one here? So cout total fee, let's say total fee. Okay, we can call that here. Okay, then since we have already the class, before we can call out here, we have first to create the object. Okay, so let's create the object for that. Okay, that's fees. Then we create an object obj1 for that. Then we can now call in this is the object name of our class fees. Okay, this is the new name of our class, obj1 dot, then we can access now our function. That's rate per units, and of course the parameter. Okay, parameter units and the rate here. Okay, so rate per unit. What happened to this one? Okay, that's you. Oh, I forgot to declare inaccessible. Why inaccessible? Because we don't have yet the access modifier. So we use public. That's the reason why red. Okay, you have to read the error. Okay, so that you can identify where is your error. So we use the public. That's the reason why we cannot access this one. Then let's try to run this first so that we are sure that our code is working. Okay, let's hit this one. Okay, let's try to run this one. Hope it is okay. Okay, 10. Okay, so let's fix later our output. Okay, at least we have already the rate per unit. Okay, so as you can see, we can apply our, since you can see our output, you don't have decimal places here, so we can apply some fixed precision here. Then fix, that's fix. Okay, then set precision, then to just apply two decimal places. Since you have this one, okay, you need to declare the library here. Include input output none. Okay, then we have to, okay, because our output is look like this, so we have to add some and our new line here. Okay, let's run the output again if this okay. Okay, 10. Okay, so we have already the two decimal places as you can see, but we did not yet apply the rate per unit. All you have to do is to copy, of course, copy this one and put it here so that we can apply that for the rate. Okay, so since we have this class and we have our main method, let's now create our derived class. Okay, so another class that's named A, so that we can apply the function overriding. Okay, so A, then we will access our, what do you call this, our, we apply some inheritance here, our base class. Okay, then all you have to do, since this is a polymorphism and function overriding, we are using the same function but different argument. Okay, all you have to do is to copy with this one, copy, because we are using the same function, but with regards to the implementation, they have different implementation. So if this is multiplication for this part, we will get the 10%, okay, multiplied by 10%. So that's how we implement. Okay, then of course we have the total here. Okay, let's say total 1. Then don't forget to declare that what data type, double data type, because this is a local variable, or they are local data members. So we have already our function. Okay, as you can see, the same function name, but different arguments. Okay, then after doing that, then you can now create an object for your class A. Then create an object, the name is class A, then obj2. Okay, then after that, then call out, you have to copy this one. Okay, and now you can change this one to 2 so that you can call out your. Okay, now let's try to run this one, and let's try to check what happened. Oh no, there's an error. What happened? Class name, I forgot, still forgot to create the access modifier. Don't forget to, okay, create the access modifier. That's total 1. Okay, and this is fees, so I have a lot of errors here. Fees. Okay, sorry for that. Okay, let's run it again to make it sure. Oh, there's still an error. What happened? Oh my god, return value. So you have to have the return value here. Okay, I think it's okay now. Oh, then okay, there we have it already. So 10%. This is the 10% because 10% multiplication 100,000 and 10%. Okay, now let's move into create another class. So class B, still the same, just copy. Okay, we're applying an inheritance here, but the inheritance, okay, concept of inheritance, then you still copy this one, then we will create another implementation for our function. So this time we have to divide it by 3. Okay, so let's do. Then after doing that, then you can now have your, okay, that one. Okay, and this time, of course, you need to first to create your object 3 for class B so that you can change your object. Okay, so let's try to run this code again. Okay. What happened? I forgot again the public access modifier. It's always forgotten. Okay. Okay, there we have it. Then we have this output already. Okay, so this is the polymorphism, runtime polymorphism, implementing a function overriding. So let's review again our code before we, okay, so as you can see, I have here the base class and I have 2 derived classes. In fact, you can run the program still, the output still the same if you remove this one. Okay, the access for the base class. Okay, so in fact, if this will be implementing a multi-level, okay, or all you have to do, you can only create the object class B. But this time, since we are implementing a polymorphism function overriding, so this is the reason why we have this one. Okay, so we have the base class and we have the derived classes. Our derived classes is class A, class B, and this is the arguments, expressions. Okay, as you can see, okay, expression, they have different arguments. But for this particular part, this is the function. They have the same function name, as you can see, the same parameter. Okay, then this is our main method. So this is the main method of the program. Okay, so fees is our base class, A is our derived class, and B is our, and these are the object name, obj1, obj2, obj3. Then you have to call out here. Okay, so rate per unit, and this is the parameter. Okay, so that's all for the polymorphism function overriding. I hope that you learn this the simple demonstration. What is important in programming is you understand on how to write a specific features of an object-oriented programming. That's all, and thank you for watching. So keep on watching my video demonstration for more demonstration on C++ programming. Thank you.